What?
Okay.
And record.
We're recording. Okay. All right. What did you guys do at school today?
Learn.
What'd you learn?
Math.
What kind of math?
Multiplication.
Oh.
What?
I can picture it in math. What did you do today in school?
Same thing.
Same thing. Are you on multiplication too?
I'm on multiplication and division decimals. I already did them.
Wow. You really like math, don't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, well today, as you can see, we're going to be doing things about dinosaurs. Okay? So, I got some books at the library that we're going to use here in just a little bit. We're going to talk about our vocabulary like we do. And do you remember when we did the activity where we made the vocabulary letters with our bodies?
By throwing the ball. Oh.
Remember when we did that? We're going to do that again.
That was like our first week or something.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did it, so I thought it'd be fun to do it again because you guys really like that. So we're going to do that. We're going to review our vocabulary because our vocabulary is going to help us do the activity with these books today, okay? And then I'm going to go over what that activity is. We're going to talk about some different dinosaurs, and then we're going to do our read aloud again, okay? So before we get started, you guys like dinosaurs, right? Because I think you both put it on your sheet for interests. Did you guys do that?
He did.
You did? Do you like dinosaurs at all?
No, too violent.
Too violent? Well, there's some books in here. Like these are armored dinosaurs and then mighty killers. But there were dinosaurs that weren't vicious. They were kind of like
I actually
nice dinosaurs.
kinda like dinosaurs. Actually, I like dinosaurs, but like without the violence.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, what do you know any names of dinosaurs that you?
T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay.
Triceratops.
Okay. There's some of those in here. All these books have multiple dinosaurs in each of them. Like this one I thought was really cool. It's a dinosaur dictionary, and it has dinosaurs A through Z in it.
Oh, can I go scratch my foot?
Not right now, okay? Alright, now let's go over our vocabulary. You guys ready? I'm going to check the computer just to make sure that it's still working. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go over our vocabulary words today. So the first one is this. You know what that word is?
I got a joke of it.
Raise your hand. You have a joke about data?
Yeah.
What's your joke about data?
What does baby computer call its dad? Data.
Oh, I get it. Like dada. Yeah, that was cute. Okay, Octavius, what does data mean?
Data means like if. I don't know how to explain it.
You don't know how to explain it? Do you know what data is?
Something you save on a video game. Or it's like something else, like they just like something like a computer's telling you something. Data.
You're really close. Data is facts or information. Okay? So today we're going to be filling out some charts with data. Facts or information about dinosaurs, okay? So, whenever scientists do experiments or anything like that, they're gathering data, they're doing observations, they're writing things down, and that's all called their data, or data. Data, you can say it either way. Okay, you have a question about it?
No, but I'm not trying to quit the group, but is there like a way to quit? I'm not trying to. Like if Octavius wanted to quit, is there a way his parents can talk to you or something? I don't want to quit, I was just asking.
Oh, well we only have 3 more times that we're meeting after today. And then I'm going to be gone. And then it's over, so we're almost done. Okay, the next word, I know, I hope you do. I'm going
something.
Okay, so
Like
if you're
one,
stacking things, are they going across or are they going up and down?
Up and down.
Okay, remember that. What do you think, William?
A column is a row of video games, books, etc.
It's not a row. A column goes up and down. So the definition is a group of printed or written items that show one under the other. So on our charts today, on our charts today, the boxes that are going up and down, those are columns. Have you guys ever heard that word used at school before?
Yeah.
These are columns.
Can I tell you something?
And then there's a word for the ones that go this way. What do you think that word is?
Rows.
Rows, right. That's our other word.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
So when we were doing science, not science,
Social studies.
yeah, social studies, we have one like this, but it had like Christopher Columbus and different other
Oh, so you've done something
Yeah,
like this before?
I did that too. You're in the same district as me, right?
So you'll kind of know what to do here then. You guys have a pretty good idea how to fill in these boxes. We're going to talk about it just a little bit, but we need to remember these are the columns that go up and down, and the rows go across. And that was one of our other words. And then we got one more. This is a pretty big word.
Miss Caffey,
Uh-huh.
when 30 minutes is up, we're going to start our read aloud, correct?
And we're going to do it in a little bit, okay?
Oh, we're going to our read aloud in a little bit.
Let's talk about our vocabulary for now, okay? Read aloud comes last. We got other things to do first. Okay, this is an H. You were trying to sound it out. Can you try
I got
sound it out a little slower?
I got it.
Characteristic. Characteristic.
Oh, I was going to say it.
Did you know it? What is a characteristic? Do you know what it means?
Personality.
Part of your personality. That's a good one. What do you think, William?
Characteristics show you're happy, sad, mad,
You're right. It's a quality or trait.
or emotion.
Or emotion, yeah. Emotion could be a characteristic. It describes somebody, right? So, what would be a good characteristic or descriptive word of you? What's a characteristic that you have?
Happy.
Happy. That's perfect. What about you, Octavius? What's a characteristic you have?
I have a lot.
You have a lot of yeah, everybody has a lot of characteristics because everybody.
He has mad, sad, happy.
I would say for both of you, you are both very smart. And you are both good readers. Those are characteristics of both of you. Do you have a characteristic for me? If you had to give me one?
Happy.
Happy? Can you think of one?
Great teacher.
Awesome. I hope so. Okay, so we're going to talk about all these words today whenever we're filling out our charts because we're going to fill out the columns and the rows with characteristics about dinosaurs. Okay? So, but first, I want to do our activity where we make the words with our bodies. So,
How are we supposed to do that without looking at the computer?
I'm going to move this back, okay? So let me move the computer.
Let's
just cover our eyes.
Okay.
Backwards. Just
You're going to stand up. We'll move the chairs out of the way. Stand up, William.
Am I too close to the computer?
Nope. Here, I'll show you. You can go right there. And you can go right there. Okay. That's perfect. Okay? Okay. So our first one is data. Who can remember what data means?
I thought it was data.
Or data. You can say it either way. Data, data. You remember what that means?
Data is
Let's leave your shoe on, okay? Because we're going to do our activity.
information.
Information, perfect. Did you hear what he said, William?
Yeah.
Data is
Information.
information. Okay, let's stand up. All right, let's do data. How did we do our D? Do you remember? D. Okay. And then A. And then T. And A. Data. Okay. What about column? Do you remember what a column is?
It's like this.
Column is up and down.
Columns are up and down
Like
on a
this.
chart,
Like
right?
this.
Yes, up and down. Columns are up and down. Okay, let's spell it. C. How do we do a C? Like this. C.
O.
O. That's a good O. Or up here. What's next?
O.
L. Straight up and down. Okay.
U.
U. And I think we went like this, didn't we? We used our fingers to make the middle. And then N. How do we do N?
And
Like a bridge? Okay, perfect. Alright, that's column. What about rows? What are rows?
Cross.
Across. They go side to side, right? Okay,
Screw over that one.
scoot over here, William. How do we do an R? That one's kind of a tricky one, huh? Put like one leg out like this. That makes an R. Okay. O. And then what about a W? Ooh. Like that. What if you guys put your hands together? And then you put your arm up. And then it's W. Okay, and then S. What about an S? Like this? Kind of.
Like that.
Egyptian. Like the Egyptians? Okay. Alright, rows. Ooh, this one's a long one. Characteristic. What does that mean?
Characteristic is a
is
personality.
emotion.
A personality and emotion. It's a quality of somebody, right?
Yeah.
So it describes them. Like when we're going to do our dinosaurs, it describes what the dinosaurs are. That's their characteristics. So, woo, big word. Okay, C. C.
C.
H. How do we do it? Oh, that's kind of cool like that. H. H. And then A. Like that, don't we? A.
Yeah, we do this.
Okay. And then R. We did it like on our side.
That was for the capital. For the lowercase, I'm thinking this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, either way. R. Okay, and then A.
C.
C.
T.
T.
E.
E was 3 like this.
Okay.
Okay.
R.
R. I
we
win.
do this.
Up and down like that. Okay. I and then
S.
S like that, like the Egyptians. And then
T.
T. What's next? I.
C.
C.
Is anybody
Characteristic.
looking at the computer? I'm just checking.
No, we're good. Okay. Let's have a seat. You guys can get up here and sit back down. I'm gonna move the computer back up so it's closer.
Question, William? Data.
Oh, you guys switch spots?
Well, I didn't want to look at the computer, but I couldn't see, and I had.
Okay, that's alright. Okie doke. So we talked about those 4 words, and those are what we're going to be using on our data chart today, okay? So, what we're going to do is you're both going to have a chart. And this is our dinosaur data chart, okay? I got all these books to help us find data or data about dinosaurs. And we're going to put what we find from these books inside the chart. So over here in this column, the first column, you're going to put type of dinosaur. So you're going to write the name of 3 different dinosaurs, okay? And then you're going to pick 3 characteristics about those dinosaurs to write about. So an example of a characteristic would be what kind of food they eat. So if that's what you want to put for characteristic number 1, that's what you can put. But I want you all to think of 3 different ones. And if you want to look at a couple books first before you pick,
Dinosaurs?
yes, you're going to have 3 characteristics for each of the 3 dinosaurs. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think you can categorize the dinosaur characteristics by using this chart? Do you think that will help you? Okay, perfect. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pass these out to you guys, and you can write your names on them. And I tried to make the boxes pretty big so you can fit your information or your data in there. So hopefully everything will
these
fit.
books do.
They're going to have information about our dinosaurs. So you can pick which ones you want to look through if you want to look through.
No, I mean like I said, what do these books do?
Oh, back to the library?
Yeah.
I have it for a whole week. So we're good.
Oh yeah, just like us.
Yeah.
I have my books until Wednesday.
Okay, so do you guys want to go ahead and pick a book to start just to see what kind of characteristics you might have? Because I want you to select 3 characteristics, okay?
This is a NASCAR driver.
Jimmy Johnson? It is cool.
I can't believe he writes
So look through here, and I want you to pick 3 characteristics, okay?
Ooh. Oh, God.
What?
That's scary.
I know, I'm glad dinosaurs are not alive because they would want to eat us.
Not all.
You don't think all of them?
Did they
No.
become extinct because they were too old or something? Or did humans kill them?
Well,
Everybody else believes like something hit them.
yeah, scientists have different theories, but I think what the main story is that a comet or an asteroid hit the Earth, and when it hit the Earth, the impact was like a big explosion and it killed all the dinosaurs. But we don't really know because we don't have any records or anything back then. Yeah, you never know. But we know they were here because we have their fossils. That's how we know
Ooh.
about dinosaurs. Do you want to do one of your rows about that one? Okay. This one has some pretty cool ones in there too.
Is it okay if I read this whole thing?
Well,
You guys don't want the short pages.
yeah, you're just gonna have to pick and choose because you need to pick 3 dinosaurs and write down 3
Oh my
characteristics. So. Ooh, that was one you were talking about, wasn't it?
Willie, look at this. Is that blood?
It's creepy.
Probably.
Can I have that, please?
Hold on.
You gotta take turns, okay?
I'm gonna write that one. This one.
You got all these books from Goddard?
Mhm.
That's where my friend used to go to school at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the town that I live in. So that's
He's
why I got the
18
books
years
from the
old.
library there.
William, what are your friends that are really old? They're older than you.
Are they like family friends?
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Octavius, did you pick a dinosaur?
This one.
What's that one called?
This one.
Okay,
So,
this
what-
album is too long.
Do you want to look at this one? This one was the ABC one, where it has L, K.
That was
Has a little bit about each of these dinosaurs. That one's pretty cool.
Can I please have that one, Octavius?
Oh my God.
He's almost finished. So what's a characteristic you guys could put on your first row or your first column?
Oh, let me look in the index.
What do you think?
Oh.
Characteristic describes them. So
Ooh.
that would be a
Spinosaurus.
good one.
This thing can smash you with its foot.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus.
Is that going to be one you're going to talk about?
Yeah.
in the one on
Can
Tutoring.
I just put T-Rex?
No, let's spell out the word. Just to.
Is that the one that has the nickname T-Rex?
Yes.
If you put T-Rex, you think you're talking about an actual T-Rex.
Yeah. You can put T-Rex in parentheses since that's its nickname. That would work. Okay, you got 2 dinosaurs on here. And you need to talk about 3 characteristics of them. So what's one characteristic that you could compare
Miss
those
Caffey.
two? What do you think?
Miss Caffey. Can you move the computer? Because every time I look at Octavius, I can kind of see it.
That's okay. It's fine. It's
Oh, I thought you would automatically get an F.
no, it's in a good spot. You're good.
Large.
So for this characteristic, you're going to compare 3. So what would that be if it's large? You're comparing the
Size.
So can you write that on that line up there? And then in each of these boxes, you're going to write about the size of the other dinosaurs too.
Size.
Yes.
But can I still put this because it's information?
Does that talk about the dinosaur size?
No.
If you want to come up with another characteristic, you can put that in that space.
Can I do instead of ing eater?
Yep.
Large meat.
Yep. What was this characteristic?
The Tyrannosaurus eats things bigger than it.
Okay, so what would the name of this row? What should that be? If you're talking about what they eat.
Oh, the food.
What would be perfect. That would be your label. The label for your row is food. So a characteristic of what they eat is food.
And my Christopher Columbus one, they did it in rows. Like they had Christopher Columbus up here.
Oh, they did? Yeah. Well, you'll see charts in every subject, and you'll get to use them a lot whenever you are in school. They kind of help you organize information so you can, and what charts are good for is you can compare.
Yeah,
So
that's
you'll
what
have
we use it for.
3 dinosaurs and you can compare what each of them eat because it's going to be different for everyone.
There's tea.
Yeah, but Octavius, that's blood.
I know. I was looking for a T-Rex.
So you have size for one of your characteristics. What's another characteristic you can look at about dinosaurs? You're trying to find one?
Dang, that's scary.
Eating.
What they eat. Perfect.
This name of this dinosaur is super long.
Oh my gosh. How do you think? Oh, this kind of tells you how. Have you ever seen these? They're in the dictionary too. It tells you how to pronounce it. So it's a Carcharodontosaurus.
Pterodactylosaurus.
That's a long one.
Carcharodontosaurus. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
Ooh, you got it.
You ripped the skin off of them.
Why?
That's how they eat. They rip the skin off. Some of the dinosaurs bite them from the neck so they can suffocate.
Oh, great.
So what'd you put for this one?
It's already taken.
No, because you're going to talk about the same dinosaur all the way across the row.
Ooh, flying
And then for
dinosaur.
your second one, you're going to go all the way across with that information.
And then the third thing.
Aren't
So-
these things still alive today?
You did that right. What is that?
It's like the giant thing. Don't they look like this?
Like a lizard?
The closest I've ever seen a dinosaur was a dinosaur egg.
Yeah.
It was
Well, dinosaurs like these that we're looking at aren't alive anymore, but there are some animals that are very, very,
The
very
closest I've seen a
close.
dinosaur that looks like, an animal that looks like a dinosaur is a lizard.
a lizard.
Because
Have you guys
these
ever
are
seen
basically
like
lizards.
alligators or crocodiles at the zoo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those would count too.
Yeah, they're like
They're-
mostly.
It was the
Mostly
last dinosaur egg on the planet, and we didn't want to kill the baby, but somebody. I'm gonna use this word stupid.
real quick.
was stupid and smashed the egg.
Oh no.
Somebody
That's
did
not
throw
good.
up.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
it was
continue to
a
work on this,
baby
okay?
in there. It was literally a dinosauric egg.
We're gonna run out of time, so
Oh,
you
I
have
wanted
size,
to
what
punch
they
that
eat,
guy.
and then you need one more characteristic about Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Wait, what? Sorry.
You have size, what they eat. You need one more characteristic about Tyrannosaurus
I
Rex.
just need to see the size of them.
Here, this one has. I think did that one have it, or maybe this one.
Because it's armored dinosaurs.
What was the name of yours?
Tyrannosaurus. I was looking for the Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, that one's in, yeah. This one might
I'll
have
see
it.
it, William. You can see it. About a building size.
Okay,
Perfect. That's
Tyrannosaurus.
great. Height. Awesome. So now you have all of this information about Tyrannosaurus Rex. So now you pick another dinosaur and find these 3 characteristics for that one.
Is that book long?
No, it's kind of like those other ones, and it has the different dinosaurs in it too. Kind of separates them out. And I didn't know if you guys saw, but on some of these it shows how big they were compared to humans. Did you see that?
Yeah. It showed it on some of these pages.
That's really cool.
And the humans were small.
Yeah, because they were
like ants.
Pripatocytidas.
Today I was studying
Good
about the
job,
biggest
sir.
tree in the world.
the biggest tree in the world.
Yeah.
Where is that
Like, I think in Oklahoma.
at? What? Wow.
It's like,
Octavius, you should transfer to my school before the year's over.
it's too, I'm gonna be moving.
You are?
Yeah.
When?
I
Okay,
don't know.
let's-
I might move.
Let's keep
Are you
working
still
on
going
this,
to be
okay?
going here if you move?
So,
Alright, you're doing really good. You gotta find these 3 characteristics for this one. Okay, so what would you say if your characteristic height? How tall does it say that one dinosaur is?
10 meters.
How tall do you think 10 meters is? Does it say? Does it give you a comparison?
That.
So you think that's tall or short?
Oh, that's short.
Do you think it's short? Look how long his neck is though. If we stood him up this
that's
way,
tall.
if we turned him, he would be super tall, wouldn't he?
Maybe taller than this.
So what about this characteristics? What does he eat?
It would probably be the same size as the screen.
Fish.
Okay. And then you got one more.
He's almost dead.
Well, he's almost done with his second dinosaur.
32 feet.
Hang on, whenever you get here, this is your height.
Spiders.
32
Size.
feet and 10 meters, those are the same thing. It just put 10 meters in parentheses to kind of
Why are
help you.
these names so long? Nobody's even gonna be able to pronounce that.
What is it?
They're scientific names.
Can I see?
That name.
Oh, sorry.
It's like 20 letters in it.
Yakosaurus.
Let's see.
Here's how to pronounce it. Yanchuanosaurus.
Yep, you're right.
Oh god, it's giant.
You can sound it out. It gives you soundings here.
I might.
Okay, Octavius, you have food, teeth. What's your third characteristic going to be?
That's what I was thinking. I was Spinosaurus.
Meteorosaurus. I can't.
It's the pronouncer here. Metriorhynchus. Metriorhynchus.
This cell's as big
Meteoroid.
as a grown up. This cell's as big as a grown up.
Mhm.
It's like that big. It's big.
What is that?
Spinosaurus.
I don't know. Kind of looks like an alligator a little bit.
No, I mean like that.
Noise.
Oh, it must be alligators or something.
I'm gonna look in another book.
Is an hour almost up? I'm just asking. I'm not trying to rush out.
You're right. You're okay.
I hate when my mom comes early.
So, when do you think you're going to be moving, Octavius?
I might be.
Anyway,
What is this?
if you do, when are you moving?
I don't know, that looks crazy though, didn't it? I'm gonna check the computer.
Probably after Christmas. What is that?
Am I still in the
Okay, we
good
have
spot or
about-
bad?
No, you guys are doing good. We have about 15 minutes,
To
and
work.
then to finish this,
And then read
and
aloud.
then we're gonna do our read aloud.
Yay!
Can we do it for about
Fine, we'll do it for 5 minutes.
I didn't say
Octavius
5.
wants to rush out.
I don't want to rush out.
We
You
got
can
about 15 minutes, okay?
keep-
So
keep
let's
moving.
work on what
Oh,
we're going
let's
to finish.
spend
okay?
10 minutes on this and no, that wouldn't work. How do you make it easy?
Cause I want to go play because my mom
We're gonna be here for just an hour, okay? That's why I'm telling you guys. We only got 15 minutes left, and then we can move on to the next thing.
Small.
What if Stanley found?
Is that a saxophone?
What if Stanley
Kinda
found
sounds like one.
eggs?
I play it. You want to see it after tutoring?
That'd be cool.
What if Stanley
Let's
played?
finish this
found
though, okay?
eggs?
I know you guys are
Actually,
ready to go
Oh,
play.
fun!
I'll be right back.
Where are you going? Hold on.
To get my saxophone.
Not right now. We gotta do this right now, okay?
Tyrannosaurus. Yes.
Afterwards, we
Oh
might
my
want to.
god.
Did you guys know there's such thing as a double reed saxophone?
We'll talk about that whenever we're done, okay? Right now, we gotta work on this dinosaur chart. You guys are doing really good. I like the characteristics that you
I just
picked.
go late.
Which number?
Late. Because I want this thing is 50 feet long.
Okay. Length. What do you think that starts with?
Oh.
Fish.
Length.
I
Close.
E
Length.
T
Alright, very good. So what'd you find for that one?
Which one?
This third one.
Small, quick eater fish as a crocodile.
So it's
Oh,
as tall as a crocodile?
They have some.
Okay, can you write that on there? So we know what you mean. You
Is
just
that-
put crocodile, so put tall as a
They
crocodile.
have some dinosaurs that are as big. Like they had a dinosaur.
Can I keep this?
Go ahead and you also need to look at this one too.
So they had. I seen it on
What'd you write
TV.
instead?
Some
Tall.
of the dinosaurs are as big as like you know how crocodiles are big.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dinosaur that looks like a crocodile, but it's a lot bigger.
Oh wow.
Like that, but a lot bigger.
Okay, let's take the next 5 minutes. Let's just work, no talking. Okay? That way we,
We're
because
not gonna do read aloud.
we're gonna do read aloud, but for the next 10 minutes, let's work, no talking. That way we can make sure to get it done, okay? Can you try to find on this characteristic what kind?
Okay, there.
Can it be a little more specific?
I didn't say anything about a Spinosaurus.
Which one? Which book did you find the Spinosaurus in?
This one, the very last page.
What's the most poisonous fish?
Piranha's like a little bit poisonous.
All right,
I
let's.
think piranha's not a fish.
All right, I think we're gonna both be on yellow for now because we're not following directions.
Can I read this while I wait?
Yes. Here's the Spinosaurus. You can use that to help you fill out some of that. I want you guys to both have green, so let's try really hard.
Miss Caffey? How do they put dinosaurs that are dead, but they make some come alive and then put them in the zoo?
Well, that's a movie. That's not for real. Like Jurassic Park.
Well, like in here, it's basically showing one in a zoo.
Well, this is just a drawing, and it's just to show you how big it is compared to the people.
They could be wrong.
Yeah, they could be, because we have fossils that kind of tell us the size of what things are. But since we weren't there, we never will probably know 100%.
This is 9 feet bigger than the Tyrannosaurus.
Cool.
Endless lizard.
Do you have the ABCD?
Oh my gosh. Oh, do you have the D's in Diplodocus? I wish. How about Creatosaurus? It's way back in the seas.
This one has more about Spinosaurus too.
I wish it said how long I put how long ago it lived. It said 95 to 70 million years ago.
Wow.
That's a long time ago.
That is a long time.
They divide them.
That could be a characteristic you could have put on your chart, right? So you need to find
Wait, what?
how many teeth and what kind of food the Spinosaurus ate.
How does that thing even jump? Dinosaurs are too weak to jump.
Well, he wasn't if he was jumping.
Is 6.2, 6.5 bigger than 59?
Well, let's see what it says. He was 6.5 feet long. Is that how tall he was?
No.
What was this one? Oh, this is a different. This one is Spinosaurus. That one was a different name. These all need to be for Spinosaurus. So you can move this one down there if you want to, or you can.
Spinosaurus.
Can I check where our group is real quick?
Okay. Maybe they just have different ideas. Where did you see this? Yes.
Can I check where our group is real quick?
Yeah,
Right
you
here.
check.
59 feet. 18 years
Possibly up to 59
Oh.
feet. And this one said. Oh, I know what's okay. This part it says the backbone.
Can
This.
someone please guide me? I want to look at the computer.
You're okay.
You're where they can't see you.
It's all right. Okay.
Really?
This part right here, the spine on his back, that was 6.5 feet long. So the dinosaur was actually longer than that. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now you need to find how many teeth and what he ate. And we got
Outside.
about 5
Outside.
minutes, okay? So William, do you want to keep looking at books? He's finished. He's finishing.
But that is true.
Dinosaurs. Well, this is
Do
empty.
you know where North America is?
It's where I live.
So these dinosaurs used to run around here.
That would be scary
Kansas?
if they were still here.
I know, right? It would be very scary.
They would be eating everything, even buffalo.
They would probably try to eat us.
I would lock my door.
They would bust through the door.
How? What if it was a T-Rex?
Okay, you guys are still on yellow. We need to work.
This is heavy. We need to get out of the little library.
Does that say anything about how many teeth they had?
Well, that's okay.
You
can
can
try to
just
look for this
remember.
We can skip over it for now and come back to it.
I think a T-Rex had up to 300 teeth. Can I ask a real quick question? If one restaurant out of these two were being taken down, which one would you hope would be standing? Denny's or Wendy's?
Denny's or Wendy's? I think Denny's.
Yeah. How about you, Octavius?
Hold on, let's talk about
Wendy's?
this later, okay?
I did this. I can't
Good?
teeth though.
Okay. All right, you got one more dinosaur. Let me see how much time we got. You got about 3 minutes, okay? What'd you find? Allosaurus?
I'll go Allosaurus. Allosaurus.
Did any of the books say
Oh.
different information about the same dinosaur?
Yeah,
Yes.
like when I looked in here,
So they're not always the same, aren't they?
like the Spinosaurus.
Does that go all the way to Z?
It has dinosaurs for all the letters.
Dang, there's a dinosaur with the letter Z.
Yeah, you look through here.
Yeah.
Ew!
What?
A fossilized brain of this dinosaur has been found? That's nasty.
Zygrosaurus.
What does that look like?
Yes.
It didn't say exactly what he ate. It just said he ate meat. Yeah, meat. Like animals that went ears.
Would that fit under food?
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect.
Can we start the book over if we finish it in 3 weeks? Oh, we're not. That's not possible. We only got to chapter 26.
Yeah, we are gonna be pretty close. We're on 25.
It's not possible to finish it in 3 weeks. Ooh, unless you give us a short lesson, then we can have a lot of time to try and get to chapter 40.
Well, next week we might have a little bit more time to read some more, so we'll just have to see, okay? But if we don't finish, then that means you guys can check out the book at your library. and
I
finish it.
don't think the Derby library has.
You can ask, because sometimes if a library doesn't have a book, they can have another library send it to them. So you just have to ask.
My mom doesn't like going anywhere public besides the library.
Well, you have a library at school too.
Yeah.
Could look there. Okay, teeth. Does it say how many teeth that one has?
I don't think
No.
that.
No.
Wait,
What about-
hold on.
If you look at the picture and
Size.
had to make a guess.
This is small. Yeah.
Kind of looks
Still
like a
pretty
T-Rex a
nice.
little bit, but it has a different name, doesn't it?
Are we on green?
We'll see in just a minute.
But he's still been in. Oh my god, why do these guys live so long?
They didn't live that long. They were alive that long ago. So they didn't live for millions of years. That means that 153 million years ago from now was when he was alive.
That would be crazy though.
I know. Okay, so go ahead and close up the books. I'm going to stack them up right here. Then we're going to go over what you guys found, okay?
And then
Oh,
eat
this is
them.
an Allosaurus.
It is. That was the one you're looking at. Okay. Move these over here. All right, get your charts. Now I wanted to look at yours really quick.
Did
Okay?
you check out that book too, or is it used permanently?
Tell me about the moles one.
Okay. Here's yours. Now, can you choose one characteristic from your chart and tell us the information you found for the different dinosaurs for that one characteristic? All right, William, you go first.
Height.
Height. Okay, you had 3 different dinosaurs. What were their heights?
About a building size.
A building.
10 meters.
Okay.
It's tall as a crocodile.
Tall and the crocodile.
And the dinosaurs I described, number
Okay.
1, Tyrannosaurus, nicknamed T-Rex.
Okay.
Number
Wait,
2, Cyproscecarpus.
That was a hard one.
You did the same one as me, the Tyrannosaurus?
Yep, I think so.
Meteorolus.
And those were the 3 you described their height?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, what about you, Octavius? Pick one characteristic and tell us about 3 dinosaurs.
Food. The Tyrannosaurus eats things bigger than it. Can I say all of them?
Yeah.
The Spinosaurus ate dead dinosaurs, and Allosaurus ate plant eaters.
Awesome. So isn't that a cool way to organize your information so you can compare your different dinosaurs? Yeah.
And I had the Tyrannosaurus, Spinosaurus, and Allosaurus.
Perfect. So you guys both had Tyrannosaurus, but you looked up different characteristics. So you guys could even like combine your charts and have a whole bunch of characteristics about one dinosaur. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? And you can do this with anything. If you wanted to make a chart about wrestlers, you can make a chart of your favorite wrestlers and then characteristics of them.
Oh, speaking of wrestlers,
Isn't that cool?
on the App Store,
I'm
they're
gonna check our computer really quick.
They're releasing a game that is rated 10, so I can't play, but what they described, it's called WWE Revolution. Basically, it's like the wrestlers evolved, like John Cena, King of Kings Triple H.
Okay.
I wonder what Rey Mysterio is. Probably Mexican Rey Mysterio.
Alright, you all did really good on the charts, so you're both on green again.
Yay!
But to stay on green, you have to do good during our read aloud, remember? Okay, do you all remember what happened the last time we read? I know there was a whole weekend in between.
He drove off.
Oh yeah, he drove off,
Stanley.
crashed. Wait, was
And
that
then
right?
ran off. Yeah, they were on the.
Not yet.
Oh no, he
last,
pushed that other kid and then he fell
And then they got in a fight. This
They
was
didn't
not.
fight.
This was not when he was called Caveman. This was his second fight.
okay, the last thing that says on here, it says Mr. Sir came out and he didn't give Stanley any water. Do you remember why? What happened to Mr.
yes.
Sir? Why is he mad at Stanley?
Because he
Because Stanley took his sunflower seeds and really is standing up for X-ray.
Okay, perfect. All right, you guys ready? There was a doctor in the town of Green Lake 110 years ago. His name was Dr. Hawthorne, and whenever people got sick, they would go see Doc Hawthorne. But they would also see Sam, the Onion Man.
Yeah!
Onions, sweet fresh onions, Sam would call as he and his donkey, Mary Lou, walked up and down the dirt roads of Green Lake. Mary Lou pulled a cart full of onions. We'll talk about it in just a little bit, okay? Sam's onion field was somewhere on the other side of the lake. Once or twice a week, he would row across the lake and pick a new batch to fill the cart. Sam had big, strong arms, but it would still take all day for him to row across the lake and another day for him to return. Most of the time, he would leave Mary Lou in a shed, which the walkers let him use at no charge. But sometimes he would take Mary Lou on his boat with him. Sam claimed that Mary Lou was almost 50 years old, which was, and still is, extraordinarily old for a donkey.
Can I talk to you?
She eats nothing but raw onions, Sam would say, holding up a white onion between his dark fingers. It's nature's magic vegetable. If a person ate nothing but raw onions, he could live to be 200 years old. Sam was not much older than 20, so nobody was quite sure that Mary Lou was really as old as he said she was. How would he know? Still, nobody ever argued with Sam, and whenever they were sick, they would go not only to Doc Hawthorne, but also to Sam. Sam always gave the same advice: eat plenty of onions. He said that onions were good for the digestion, the liver, the stomach, the lungs, the heart, and the brain. If you don't believe me, just look at old Mary Lou here. She's never been sick a day in her life. He also had many different ointments, lotions, syrups, and pastes, all made out of onion juice and different parts of the onion plant. This one cured asthma, this one was for warts and pimples, another was a remedy for arthritis.
I need to get some of that so I can cure my asthma.
He even had a special ointment which he claimed would cure baldness. Just rub it on your husband's head every night when he's sleeping, this mom would, and soon his hair would be as thick and long as Mary Lou's tail. We'll talk about after we finish this chapter, okay? Just keep your thought in your head. Doc Hawthorne did not resent Sam. The folks of Green Lake were afraid to take chances. They would get regular medicine from Doc Hawthorne and onion concoctions from Sam. After they got over their illness, no one could be sure, not even Doc Hawthorne, which of the two treatments had done the trick. Doc Hawthorne was almost completely bald, and in the morning his head often smelled like onions. Whenever Catherine Barlow bought onions, she always brought an extra one or two and would let Mary Lou eat them out of her hand. "Is something wrong?" Sam asked her one day as she was feeding Mary Lou. "You seem distracted." "Oh, just the weather," said Miss Catherine. "It looks like rain clouds moving in." "Me and Mary Lou, we like the rain," said Sam. "Oh, I like it fine," said Miss Catherine as she rubbed the donkey's hair on top of his head. "It's just that the roof leaks on the schoolhouse." "I can fix that," said Sam. "What are you going to do?" Catherine joked. "Fill the holes with onion paste?" Sam laughed. "I'm good with my hands," he told her. "I built my own boat. If it leaked, I'd be in big trouble." Catherine couldn't help but notice his strong, firm hands. They made a deal. He agreed to fix the leafy roof in exchange for 6 jars of spiced peaches. It took Sam a week to fix the roof because he could only work in the afternoons after school let out and before night classes began. Sam wasn't allowed to attend classes because he was a Negro, but they let him fix the school building. That means that he was African American. He had different colored skin, so they treated him differently.
Anyway,
Is that right?
no. He always says, "I can fix that," even when his Kate Barlow cries.
Hold on, listen. Miss Catherine usually stayed in the schoolhouse grading papers and such while Sam worked on the roof. She enjoyed what little conversation they were able to have, shouting up and down to each other. She was surprised by his interest in poetry. When he took a break, she would sometimes read a poem to him. On more than one occasion, she would start to read a poem by Poe or Longfellow, only to hear him finish it from her from memory. She was sad when the roof was finished. "Is something wrong?" he asked. "No, he did a wonderful job," she said. "It's just that the windows won't open. The children and I would enjoy a breeze now and then." "I can fix that," said Sam. She gave him 2 more jars of peaches and Sam fixed the windows. It was easier to talk to him when he was working on the windows. He told her about his secret onion field on the other side of the lake, where the onions grow all year round and the water runs uphill. When the windows were fixed, she complained that her desk wobbled. "I can fix that," said Sam. The next time she saw him, she mentioned, "The door doesn't hang straight," and she got to spend another afternoon with him while he fixed the door. By the end of the first semester, Onion Sam had turned the old rundown schoolhouse into a well-crafted, freshly painted jewel of a building that the whole town was proud of. People passing by would stop and admire it. "That's our schoolhouse. It shows how much we value education here at Green Lake." The only person who wasn't happy with it was Miss Catherine. She'd run out of things that needed to be fixed. She sat at her desk one afternoon, listening to the pitter-patter of rain on the roof. No water leaked into the classroom, except for the few drops that came from her eyes. "Onions, hot sweet onions," Sam called out on the street. She ran to him. She wanted to throw her arms around him, but couldn't bring herself to do it. Instead, she hugged Mary Lou's neck. "Is something wrong?" he asked her. "Oh, Sam," she said, "my heart is breaking." "I can fix that," said Sam. She turned to him. He took hold of both her hands and kissed her. Because of the rain, there was nobody else out on the street. Even if there was, Catherine and Sam wouldn't have noticed. They were lost in their own world. At that moment, however, Hattie Parker stepped out of the general store. They didn't see her, but she saw them. She pointed her quivering finger in their direction and whispered, "God will punish you." Why do you think she said that? You guys have a clue?
No.
Kissy Kate Barlow said that to Sam?
No, lady saw Catherine and Sam kissing in the street. And she was not very happy about it. And do you guys know why?
In the movie, it's a man.
Well, the movie's different than the book, remember? We talked about that. There's differences.
Well, she said that because he
Well,
wants to kill Sam.
the reason is because they had different color skin. Because a long time ago, people didn't treat people with different colored skin very nice. So when they saw somebody who was
It wasn't that long ago.
yeah, it wasn't. There was, I mean, and sometimes even today we still hear people say things, but is that the right thing?
No.
No. And it's not like that anymore. Most people are okay with different colors being together. Like, we're all different colors, right? There shouldn't be any reason that we can't be together. So, let's see. I don't know if we're going to have time for it. Yeah, we do. Okay. One more, ready? There were no telephones, but the word spread quickly through the small town. By the end of the day, everyone in Greenlink had heard about the school teacher kissing the onion picker. Not one child showed up for school the next morning. Miss Catherine sat alone in the classroom and wondered if she had lost track of the day or week. Perhaps it was Saturday. It wouldn't have surprised her. Her brain and heart had been spinning ever since Sam kissed her. She heard a noise outside the door, then suddenly a mob of men and women came storming into the school building. They were led by Trout Walker. There she is, Trout shouted, the devil woman. The mob turned over desks and ripped down bulletin boards. She's been poisoning your child's brains with books, Trout declared. They began piling all the books in the center of the room. Think about what you're doing, cried Miss Catherine. Someone made a grab for her terrier dress, but she managed to get out of the building. She ran to the sheriff's office. The sheriff had his feet up on the desk and was drinking from a whiskey bottle. Morning, Miss Catherine, he said. They're destroying the schoolhouse, she said, gasping for breath. They'll burn it to the ground if someone doesn't stop them. Just calm your pretty self down a second, the sheriff said in a slow drawl, and tell me what you're talking about. He got up from his desk and walked over to her. Trout Walker has... Now, don't go saying nothing bad about Charles Walker, said the sheriff. You don't have much time, urged Catherine. You've got to stop them. You're sure pretty, said the sheriff. Miss Catherine stared at him in horror. Kiss me, said the sheriff. She slapped him across the face.
And
He laughed. You kissed the onion picker. Why won't you kiss me? She tried to slap him again, but he caught her by the hands. She tried to wriggle free. You're drunk, she yelled. I always get drunk before a hanging. A hanging? Who? It's against the law for a Negro to kiss a white woman. Well, then you'll have to hang me too, said Catherine, because I kissed him back. It ain't against the law for you to kiss him, the sheriff explained, just for him to kiss you. We're all equal under the eyes of God, she declared. The sheriff laughed. Then, if Sam and I are equal, why won't you kiss me? He laughed again. I'll make you a deal. Once we kiss and I won't hang your boyfriend, I'll just run him out of town. Miss Catherine jerked her hand free. As she hurried to the door, she heard the sheriff say, the law will punish Sam and God will punish you. She stepped back into the street and saw smoke rising from the schoolhouse. She ran down to the lakefront where Sam was hitching Mary Lou to the onion cart. Thank God I found you, she sighed, hugging him. We've got to get out of here now. What? Someone must have seen us kissing yesterday, she said, and they set fire to the schoolhouse. The sheriff said he's going to hang you. Sam hesitated for a moment as if he couldn't quite believe it. He didn't want to believe it. Come on, Mary Lou. We have to leave Mary Lou behind, said Catherine. Sam stared at her a moment. There were tears in his eyes. Okay. Sam's boat was in the water, tied to a tree by a long rope. He untied it, then waded through the water and climbed aboard. His powerful arms rowed them away from the shore, but his powerful arms were no match for Trout Walker's motorized boat. They were a little more than halfway across the lake when Miss Catherine heard the loud roar of the engine. Then she saw the ugly black smoke. These are the facts. The Walker boat smashed into Sam's boat. Sam was shot and killed in the water. Catherine Barlow was rescued against her wishes. When they returned to the shore, she saw Mary Lou's body lying on the ground. The donkey had been shot in the head. That all happened 110 years ago. Since then, not a drop of rain has fallen on Camp Greenlink. You make the decision. Whom did God punish? 3 days after Sam's death, Miss Catherine shot the sheriff while she was sitting in his chair drinking a cup of coffee. Then she carefully applied a fresh coat of red lipstick and gave him a kiss he had asked for. Listen. For the next 20 years, Kissin' Kate Barlow was one of the most feared outlaws in all the West.
What is she called?
So that was the story of how Kissin' Kate Barlow came to be.
She said, "You still want that kiss?" The
So,
sheriff said, "Yeah."
did that happen before Stanley was at Camp Green Lake or during while he was at Camp Green Lake?
Before.
Way before, right?
What did she call him when she was in the first time?
I thought in the movie, Kissing Kate and
Well, listen, movies are sometimes different than the books. That's why
Like
it's
Harry
always
Potter.
important to read the book because it has sometimes a lot more information than the movies do. So, okay, we are done for today.
I've never read Harry
You guys
Potter.
both did good, so I want you to both do green. I have a few little things that I added to it from Halloween.
Yay!
You guys can pick 2 things, okay?
Is candy basically big?
Now you can pick 2.
Oh, mini cheese balls. I love cheese. I'm like a mouse. Except I don't get smashed on people. I'm a mouse.
Cheese ball. Okay, I will be back tomorrow.
Can
Okay?
I eat
Bye.
this?
Can we look at the computer now? Because I can barely see.
I gotta turn it off.
Can we now?